Okay, kids, this was from 12:35 or 12:36 to 12:60 AD. This is how they used to live back here in the Americas. Okay, here you go.
People don't seem to be abnormally preoccupied with defending themselves. As far as we can tell, life was relatively stable. But something changed because people began retreating into the cliffs in droves. There's a kiva here, right on the edge of the canyon, looking out westward. You can see the juniper bark down here that they used in the construction. Historically, you could have entered it from the top. Now we go through what looks like a doorway here, and a few feet from hundreds of feet below you.
They probably used ladders back then, rope ladders. You know, like Tarzan ladders time. This is the home that you just kind of saw.
New Lux Cravings boxes from Taco Bell. For $5, go classic.
And here, professional study of this place is evident because you have little markers from where tree ring cores were taken. There's a much newer support beam placed here just to try to keep this roof up as long as possible. Clearly, time is going to take its toll.
Lehi's the
tree ring cores from this village return dates from 1232 to 1260. Meaning those were the years this village was being constructed. You know, it's really a fascinating spot to sit and just consider the ceremony.
Hold on a second. I just want to get back to the year. Okay.
Support beam placed here just to try to keep this roof up as long as possible. Clearly, time is going to take its toll like it does on all of us. The tree ring cores from this village return dates from 1232 to 1260.
There you go.
Meaning those were the years this village was being constructed. You know, it's really a fascinating spot to sit and just consider the ceremonies, the conversations that have been had in this place. To get an up-close look at the construction is also, you know, really unique. Just notice it looks like an old grinding stone in here, like metate. Wonder what those mean.
24.
Good to see so much of the original plaster.
Probably a calendar.
You know, is really special. And in places where it is deteriorating, see how it was constructed. The location of this kiva is dramatic, to say the least. Some might call it sublime. This entire village sits about 400 feet or 122 meters off the canyon floor. There's no spot where this is more evident than here.
If you look at
This
some of the
evolution
buildings
of the previously mentioned pit houses.
over there in
It was
the
likely the center of this community's religious and ceremonial life. As
It's
you
a
can see,
Tibet.
there's a two-story building attached to this kiva. I assume it was for housing, but I don't know for sure. Undoubtedly a little storage unit tucked in back here.
or like the Dalai Lama people back in those days where they used to study. way up on top of the mountains back in the days because they were afraid of floods. That's how you know they're from the descendants of Jared. Jared's brother, I mean, the Jaredites. The one thing they have in common is that they were afraid of floods. So they live up high to avoid floods. And that's why they built a Tower of Babel, because they didn't want to be in the flood again.
In this as well, you can see some of the ventilation system right here. Tell it reaches all the way into this room, so it just was used to carry the smoke out of here.
Very smart, huh?
So there's the last cluster building.
1240 to 1260 AD, that's...
You've got nothing. And then here begins again. So why? Why live here? Why raise your family on a nearly inaccessible cliff? Well, this is where things get complicated. A multitude of theories abound. The ones that hold the most credibility are connected to the evidence of an incredibly severe series of droughts that pummeled the region in the 13th century. There is also good evidence that significant deforestation and overhunting of game had made life much, much more difficult. I believe changing climatic conditions had to play a key role, but there may have been other, more nefarious causes as well.
Okay, kids, that's your history here in the Americas. Alright. I think this is Mesa, they say.
Judging by the size of these structures, further on this end here, I do wonder if a lot of this was mostly storage space and a lot of the living quarters were back behind us. It's cool to see these big sandstone slabs used as door frames or window frames.
Everything's made from rocks and woods.
Check this out. It's like a very small cubby hole.
Maybe they keep food in there like a refrigerator, because it's so hot.
Storage cyst here, it would have been covered up with big sandstone slab sealed off with that. Little corn cob still in there.
Yeah, they get food so that it stay cool.
This village is made up of over 40 different structures. The sheer size of this place is captivating, not to mention its location. Before my trip here, I had wondered what it would be like to visit a second time. Would I be less impressed or unengaged? Would it feel like going through the motions? Thankfully, it was none of the above. I found myself riveted, but in a very somber kind of way. I tried to imagine a day in the life of the people here, and contrasted their perspective with that of us today. For some of us, the cliff edges and heights would make this village our worst nightmare. And yet, for these ancient ones, this might have been the only place in their entire world where they actually felt safe.
Yep. Because nobody could get up to where they're at.
The ledge gets thinner.
Too many bad people back in the days. Evil people.
Pretty much the end of everything right down here.
I mean, look at St. Patrick in Ireland. He had to fight those evil people that had power too. like like the Bible talks about in the book of Romans with Paul, the apostles. Anybody who tells you that there is no God, please pray for them. Don't judge them, but just follow Jesus' examples.
The ledge basically comes to an end right up here.
Like how he chased out all the demons out of a man and sent him into the pigs. See, they say don't show bad movies of, but it exists. Those spirits existed even during Jesus' time. He sent them into the pigs and they all went into the ocean so they could be baptized in the ocean.
Depends who you ask. Some say life had become so difficult, and as a result, the societal structure so fractured that it became every small family or tribal band for themselves. Violence and theft became widespread. People fought to survive. You couldn't trust anyone except the small group you were with. Others say new tribes, like the Athabascan peoples migrated in from the north, upset the balance of power. And warfare between these two different groups created the fear. Still others say that centuries before, a people group migrated into the southwest from present-day Mexico. They created an empire of sorts, with Chaco Canyon the center of their power. They ruled by enslavement, cannibalism, and fear.
Yeah,
And for a time, there was stability because
that's why
of
they
this.
live up high.
But as all empires eventually do, they collapsed. And in the political vacuum of their downfall, chaos ensued.
So I gotta do
What
the
about the modern-day Pueblos, the many federally recognized tribes who trace their ancestry to the people who built this site? What explanation do they give to this?
there's Las Vegas.
They don't always like to talk about it to outsiders, but when they do, many of their oral histories acknowledge the fact that their ancestors were destined to migrate. Some tribal historians recognize the evidence of prehistoric climate change and attribute this to a push from their gods, reminding the people they weren't in their final destination and they needed to move on. These people's descendants are still in this region today, and that's important to remember.
Yep.
Whatever the threats
You
were,
see, kids,
it was real enough to drive
that's
people
where your
to extreme living
grandfather,
situations.
Haro
It's
is.
interesting to note that when
He lives in
archaeologists studied this
in
particular
Arizona.
site, they found no evidence of a violent past. Did this community escape by sheer luck? Or was their location so impregnable that no one dared challenge them? These people did what they needed to do in order to survive, as all people have throughout time and across cultures. What these people left stands as a testament to their fortitude and adaptability.
His name
Simple
is
explanations escape us.
Ramon, I think is his first name.
And dig deeper
Haro.
into the past and its peoples.
Okay? Alright, my kids, those are your ancestors, so I keep telling you.